Talk Talk. There it is, man. All right, man. All right, man. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's doing their thing out there. All right, man. So look, today's episode, man, we're gonna talk about M.i.A. and Doechii. Um, so M.i.A. came out and said that Doechii ripped her song off. Her and Tyler, the creator, got a song that ripped M.i.A. song off, and she's saying that song is a rip off, and she's coming after Doechii. So I want to talk about that, and I want to actually get into people using other people's stuff as far as reference tracks, and not necessarily stealing, but more in the lines of borrowing, I should say. So before I get into that, I got to get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. Don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description or right on the screen. Cash App. Right here, Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So look, man, let's get to it, man. Let's do it. All right, this comes from Scores and Assists. So let's get it.
Women in Music event. Now she joins an elite group of artists, including Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, who have graduated from Rising Star to Woman of the Year.
Anyways, Doechii and Tyler.
Yeah. Doechii and Tyler previewed a new track called Get Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the great M.i.A., our beloved M.i.A., is saying that
Our beloved.
our beloved M.i.A.
Dearly beloved.
is saying
That's what Lux was talking
that
about.
track was stolen from her track Boys, if I'm not mistaken, Josh, is the name of it.
Now, I haven't heard the track Boys, and I haven't heard the track from Tyler and Doechii. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go listen to both of those tracks, and then I'm going to come back and give my assessment. Obviously, you guys are not going to, because it's going to be then it's going to be me right back. So I feel like I never did it, but I'm not going to go through it and listen to it on camera. You already know what I'm saying. So I'm going to listen to it right now, and then I'm going to come back and give y'all my point. Okay, so here's M.i.A. Boys. I decided I'm going to play, but I'm only going to play 3 seconds of it, and then I'm going to cut it off. Here's M.i.A. Boys. Let's see what it sounds like real quick. All right, so let me stop it there. Skip ahead a little bit. All right. Okay, so, all right, so y'all get the point. I can't play the whole song, but we're going to see if it sounds similar because he said it was a ripoff. So we're going to see what it sounds like in real time. So let's get it. Okay, so this is Doechii and Tyler, the creator. What's the name of the song? It's produced by Pharrell. It's called Get Right. All right. So let's see if it sounds similar or it sounds like it. Okay. All right. See sound real quick. I was gonna make sure before I make my assessment. That's good. You gotta get right. You gotta get wrong. You gotta get All right, so let's get it. All right, so before I get my opinion on it, well, matter of fact, I'm gonna get my opinion now because I don't want y'all to think I was swayed by them because I don't know what they're gonna say. It sounds very similar. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds very similar. I'm not saying it's a total ripoff, but it sounds similar, and I can understand why M.i.A would say what she said. I couldn't really. It sounds very similar. Now, if y'all go listen to both of the songs, and obviously I can't play both of the songs, but it really does sound similar. It does, I'm not even joking about that. It does. But let's keep it going.
Nobody's clearing this shit. Who's to say that they didn't already know that? Let's say Doechii is a fan of M.i.A and knows flew over the cuckoo's nest with M.i.A right now. So when I saw this clip, I was like, "Here goes M.i.A," and then I clicked it and I said, "Boy, does she have a fucking point."
I mean,
I don't know she cooking.
Okay, here's me to give bail because you guys think I hate Doechii. When they previewed these records, we saw with the whips and chain shit with the clips 2 years ago. Nobody's clearing this shit. Who's to say that they didn't already know that? Let's say Doechii is a fan of M.i.A and knows that Boys record, which I didn't know it. Maybe she knew she was going to sample it. They were previewing it like they're going to clear it and like pay her. I still, if I'm M.i.A, feel a fucking way.
Yeah.
Don't play some shit in one of the biggest fashion shows and you didn't check.
I don't even know y'all cut the record. Yeah.
Yeah, like no, I would.
No, I understand exactly what Rory's saying here. I would feel some type of way if I was M.i.A too. If I mean, because let's be clear, that record does sound like her record. Maybe Doechii didn't know. Can't really blame Doechii if she didn't produce it. It says Pharrell produced the record, so maybe she didn't know. But the writing aspect of it is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Pharrell maybe had a hand in the writing part of it, but I don't know. But I mean, M.i.A do got a point, and you should have. If I don't know, maybe M.i.A should have said something about it. Maybe she's saying something about it now because maybe she didn't really hear it. Well, she didn't. Obviously, the song just came out, so she just saying something about it now. I don't know, but yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. Very interesting.
Feel a way, but it's too obvious that Doechii or Tyler or whoever produced. Oh no, it was produced by Pharrell. There's no reason Pharrell didn't know that that's not it.
Does M.i.A own the
Well, Pharrell's track record, his history, he's been caught in some, hot waters when it comes to sampling.
A little bit of a pickle.
No.
Yeah, but Pharrell, out of all of our A-list producers, may be last on that list.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying
he's not
happened.
a Timberland, and this isn't just because of the AI shit. Tim has been caught 1,000 times with sample shit. Pharrell's really low on that list as far as the sample shit. It was really just the blurred lines thing.
And also too about Timberland, I know a lot of people give him a lot of shit, but I'm not. I think that some people got to do certain things to dare to be different, and a lot of times what happens is we sit back and we talk. We basically cut people down before the results happen. I'm not gonna do that. That's number one. Number two, I don't think that AI is gonna take over music and there's gonna be no artists. That's just not gonna happen. I know a lot of y'all want to believe that and a lot of y'all want to say that, but that's not gonna happen. But that's a story for another day. As far as Timberland getting caught with samples, he also did create a lot of stuff too. So, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody samples. It's not like it's a big deal. But I understand what Rory's saying. Let's keep going.
That went,
It's a big record.
Yeah. But other than that, Pharrell has been really good as far as crediting artists and
yeah, definitely.
But this is kind of like a straight.
Listen, M.i.A. I know people have their gripes and their feelings about M.i.A. and like to say she just be looking for a reason to flip out and be upset about something. She has a legit reason here though. That sounds just like her record.
She's also not because the nearest example that I could think of is Milkshake, which was produced by the Neptunes, was sampled on Beyonce's album, and Khalees wasn't originally told or paid or whatever that was.
Yeah,
and that was a thing because Pharrell just gave that little thing to Beyonce. Eventually, like Beyonce just took it off because Khalees won't shut up about it. But.
Okay, so with Pub,
and that's another question I got about the whole AI thing. I think I'm gonna do a whole episode about the AI thing. Everybody's always talking about AI. He's really talking about sampling. Hip hop artists sampled everything. So why is it that it's okay for you to sample stuff, but it's not okay for someone to use an AI artist? I don't understand that logic. I understand that AI is a glorified search engine. That's what people call it, and it can manipulate things, but so can you using a sample. A lot of y'all don't play guitar. A lot of y'all don't know who Queen was or Led Zeppelin. Like y'all don't know Paint the Doors, but y'all sure enough use their samples. Y'all use their music. So I'm saying, I think that's a reach when people talk about AI and not bring up the fact that a lot of hip hop sampled for years and still are sampling from the Isley Brothers down to they sampled from R&B, everything. I seen people sample from country music. It is what it is, but I understand what they're saying here as far as Pharrell sampling and people not knowing. I think that's a thing. Let's keep it going.
Different. So let's say Khalees wrote the lyrics to Milkshake. That's not what was sampled. Pharrell owns the pub on the music that was written, and that in most cases would be his choice and his publisher's choice to do so.
Her voice saying "la la" was in.
Oh, then never mind. Yes.
Yeah.
Then, but also there's shitty pub deals where if you have not recouped your pub deal, sometimes you can't even make that decision. It's your publisher's shit. Like that money won't even go to you. Let's say, which I'm sure Khalees has probably fulfilled her pub contract. It's Khalees, like huge records. But if I sign a pub deal and they give me, I don't know, $500,000, and I don't get to a point where I recoup that, let's say I get a sync on a TV show, that goes to my publisher. I'm lucky if I signed a right deal with that advance that I can make the decision with my publisher, yes or no, on if we approve on it. But that money doesn't go to you. That's not your decision.
Yeah.
That's why everyone says stop signing fucking pub deals. Because they get to decide what they can do with your music. And if you don't recoup, you fucked.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I do want to say this about Doechii. And I see a lot of people calling Doechii an industry plant. I don't really necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with that Doechii's an industry plant. I don't. I will say that, matter of fact, you know what? I'll say this. Female hip-hop artists, is not that many of them. It's few, far in between. Female hip-hop artists get highlighted much more than men do because there's not that many of them. So, look at Sexy Red. Do we say that Sexy Red is an industry plant? Do we say that Gorilla is an industry plant? Do we say that a lot of these female rappers are industry plants? Because they came out of nowhere and then all of a sudden they blew up? Because it's not that many of them doing it. So it might seem like it's an industry plant. Doechii just very good at making music. But at the same time, she is getting promoted heavily. I don't think that makes her an industry plant. I mean, she gets promoted heavily, but that's because she's a female. And, you know, she's a female. And there's not that many females that are in that space doing music that are actually that good, I would say. Let's keep going.
With this M.i.A situation, I'm looking now. It's produced by M.i.A and Switch. Who knows what those splits were? I don't know where M.i.A.'s pub shit is at. A conversation could have happened that maybe legally she's not privy to, and no one did anything wrong legally. And that's how fucked up the music industry is. And I'm artist first, but I'm just telling you what paperwork first is the only thing that matters in this situation. So we don't know what it is, but because Pharrell is the one produced the song and produced these fashion shows, I don't think we should be killing Doechii or Tyler on this entire thing. I'm sure Doechii was like, wait, you about to play that? Bet.
Yeah.
You'd have to look at Pharrell and see what he was doing. But I also don't think when you have a company like Louis Vuitton, like you're just taking risks like that.
Yeah.
So I think somebody spoke to somebody. I just don't know if M.i.A was privy to it.
I don't know about that because if you think about it, if Pharrell produced the track, right, and Pharrell is in charge of the Louis Vuitton marketing and whatever you want to call it, he's in charge of something, and he produced the track. Why would they have to get any type of clearance? He produced the track. They don't need to get no clearance from nobody for what? He was the one that produced the track. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that one. But as far as her not knowing, I mean that's possible. But at the same time, M.I.A. from what I see, she be all in everything. So I don't think that I think she would know. I think she would know. I just think that maybe they just copied the song. Cause I'll put it to you like this. Sometimes people don't know that they actually are copying somebody else's stuff because subconsciously you listen to certain type of beats and music, you're going to be similar to somebody. It's the same thing like with battle rap. There's a lot of battle rappers who literally say the same bars somebody else say, but don't even know that they said it because that's just, you know what I'm saying? It happens when you in that space. Like there was this one bar that everybody said, defeat bar, defeat. Everybody used that bar, defeat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, defeat coming out of the woman like defeat, you'll get defeated. Like everybody used that bar. Everybody and their mother was using the defeat bar. So I think this probably could be saying, okay, subconsciously people think on the same wavelength if they are, you know, doing the same things sometimes.
Which is fucked up. But if I'm her, I'm right on IG and Twitter too. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? It's my song.
I also, you know, I'm not against the idea that even though somebody spoke to somebody, people are okay having the artist not know, because when the artist comes out and starts talking about it and it gets picked up by all the blogs, it's free publicity. I'm also not against like, oh, okay, she's gonna be pissed about that. Oh well, she'll talk about it. She'll act the ass, and
nobody will care.
And it's free publicity.
Shit, I'm. You guys are gonna have me here defending corporate. If somebody signs a pub deal 20 years ago, there's a whole new regime there that doesn't know your manager, doesn't even know who to get in contact with, and legally, I don't need to.
Yeah,
I'm at my job. Like, all right, approved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going off I check with legal. This is my job here to approve some shit. It's going against your budget. You owe us money anyways. What, I'm gonna just try to track you? I'm gonna cold DM you on Instagram? Like, people change managers. How long is M.i.A?
Well, and this is why you should never have somebody like him running anything. He just literally just sat here and said that that Louis Vuitton they already should know, they already have somebody, they cross their I's and dot their T's, they're Louis Vuitton. And he's saying that, yeah, well, I wouldn't do that. Like, what you mean? You just say that they should do it? Like, yo, this guy's crazy.
Again, 20 years?
More than that.
She's probably had 15 different managers. Like, I don't even know who to fucking contact. And I don't need to. So, which is fucked up. I'm just telling you how it works.
Yeah.
You do need to know who to contact, Rory. What are you talking about? You can't just, so that's basically saying that it's okay for somebody to just take somebody's stuff and use it. That's basically what you're saying. You're saying like, well, I don't know. Just do it. like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, no, you have to find out. That's your job. Your job is to find out who the manager is. Who's this and that. I'm sure it's not that deep. What is it, 15 people? I'm sure you could find out in one day. You could find out. I don't see, his argument is kind of weak, because he's kind of like saying like, he's kind of saying that the song sounds alike, but then he also saying like, well, it's okay for Doechii to just basically take M.i.A song if that's the case. Like, because how am I supposed to know? I don't need to do no research. I don't need to inbox nobody, ask no questions. I don't know, do I care? Like, come on, bro.
But yeah, I'm with her though.
I'm not mad.
That's your fucking nerve.
She got a point.
You got some fucking nerve.
She got a valid reason. Obviously that is a sample of her record. So yeah, we'll see what comes of it.
And if they made that mistake, she has all the leverage in the world now. Because I think it's a great record. I know some people were killing it, but That's a joint.
Mm-hmm.
Pharrell, Doechii, Tyler, that is a joint. That's going to work for sure. The moment I was like, this is a sync heaven. That's going to be movies, commercials. This record is out of here. If they didn't go take the proper steps, all right, you want this shit out? The M.i.A could take the whole pub on that if they fucked up that way. Yeah, I own 100% of this pub. She will eat off that shit if they want to release it.
Y'all still think I was wrong about Will Smith having a midlife crisis?
I never.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do a whole AI episode about sampling versus AI. Let's see what people think about that. But as far as this goes, I really don't know what is gonna happen with this whole thing. The song does sound like it, and I don't. It is what it is. It does sound like it. Do I think M.i.A is getting all the publishing if they put it out? Most likely not. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna cut a deal if this does happen. Maybe she'll be on a remix. Who knows? But I don't know. As far as Doechii going, I've just seen another video about Doechii. Doechii's getting a lot of flack right now, and I think she's gonna continue to get flack, and maybe for good reason, maybe not for good reason. I have my issues with Doechii. I have my issue with Doechii, but that doesn't stop me from I can't just be like that. I mean, maybe I did think that at one point I should not listen to her no more because of that, but that's not gonna stop me from listening to her. I have to be honest. Like, if she got a good record, I'm just gonna say, if I ever get to meet her, I'm gonna say, listen, I disagree with you on some things, but I like your songs. I think your songs are fire, and that's how it should be. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I know people were saying that I should do the word of encouragement. Sometimes I'll put it to you like this. Sometimes it's very difficult to think of different things to say. And I don't want to be putting out stuff that I really don't want to say right now or really don't mean. If I have it in my mind, I'm going to say it and I really mean it. I'm not going to be out here just manufacturing words of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that. So, but I mean, I'll think of some stuff. And if it hits me, then I'll hit y'all with it. All right, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.